Hello, everyone. Have you ever just looked around at the world and wondered why, with all the incredible ways we have to connect, we so often feel, well, completely divided? Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful idea, one that points to a single shift in our thinking that could change everything, not just for the world, but for our own minds.
Namaskar. Let's start from a place of mutual respect as we explore one of the biggest questions we face, using the insights from our source material as our guide.
So, let's just get right to it. Here's the big question, right? We have all this amazing technology, all this knowledge, so why does it feel like conflict and division are everywhere we look? What's really going on here? Well, according to the material we're looking at today, the answer isn't something new. It's actually ancient. Think about it. Humanity started out in these little separate clans that were naturally wary of each other. The problem is that instinct, that groupism, never really left us. It just found new outfits to wear. Doctrines, ideologies, all these different labels that just became more sophisticated ways of saying us versus them. And the result? Exactly what we see today, a world struggling with deep distrust, where real peace feels just out of reach. And here's the really fascinating part. The argument is that this isn't really a political problem at its core. It's a mental one. It's about how we're wired to see the world. We kind of have two modes. There's the analytic approach. That's our default setting, the one that zooms in on differences, that builds walls. But then there's another way, the synthetic approach. It does the exact opposite. It actively looks for what we have in common, for our fundamental unity. And that's what fosters connection and leads to real, lasting peace.
So, what's the main tool of division? What keeps our minds locked in that first analytic mode? The source has a one-word answer: dogma. And just let that definition sink in for a moment. It's an idea with a fence built around it, a mental cage that basically tells you you can think up to this point, but no further.
And this quote, wow, it really hits home just how dangerous that is. Think about the word seals. It doesn't just limit the future, it closes it off entirely, like a tomb. When we get trapped by dogma, we're not just stunting our growth right now. We are slamming the door on curiosity, on discovery, on all future progress. It literally brings our evolution to a screeching halt.
Okay, so if dogma is the cage, how do we break out? Is there a key? Absolutely. The source offers a really clear and hopeful answer. The turning point, the only real way out of this cycle of division, is to make a conscious choice to walk a different road, the path of synthesis.
And this is the most important part. The solution isn't about finding a better dogma or winning an argument. That's just playing the same old broken game. No, this is about a radical shift in our entire point of view. It's about choosing to stop focusing on what makes us different and instead putting all our emphasis on the deep, fundamental unity that's already there. It's choosing to see the whole forest, not just the trees.
So what does it actually mean to walk this path? Well, it's laid out for us as a journey in 3 steps. First, you have to fight. You have to wage an active, uncompromising fight against any and every idea that tries to put a fence around your mind. Out of that fight comes the second step. You liberate your own intellect. You free yourself from what the source calls psychic slavery. And finally, once your mind is truly free, you embrace the third principle, making forward movement, making progress, the very essence of your life.
And let's be clear, this is not a passive philosophy. It is a direct call to action, a personal rallying cry. You must never surrender at the altar of dogma. The slogan it suggests is just so direct and so powerful. Dogma, no more. Dogma, no more.
And that idea builds to an even more powerful mantra. See, it's not enough to just stand against something. You have to be actively moving towards something better. So the proposed slogan for all of us becomes this: Karayaveti, Karayaveti. It means march forward, march forward. The message is so clear. We must always be moving. Standing still is stagnation. Movement is life.
So where is this path, this constant forward march taking us? What's the ultimate goal? This final quote gives us this breathtaking vision. We're all here, living within the boundaries of time, space, and our own individual selves. But our whole purpose, our great adventure, is to constantly push at those boundaries, to endeavor to go beyond them, and to keep marching on, towards the infinite. It's a journey not just to create a better world, but to realize our own boundless potential.
Like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue getting similar content.